No more 90 days vignet in passport. Vignet stickers for some men applicants will no longer be issued from the 15th of July. This is a new update from the Home Office regarding the UK visa. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. God bless you. And if you're new to this channel, I create contents on UK immigration updates, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, please do hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. And also do like and share this video with your friends and loved ones. I'm sure someone may find it helpful. This is a new update regarding the UK e-visa, and just as you can see on my screen, the Home Office has announced that from 15th of July, the men applicant for certain visas will only get an e-visa and no 90-day vignet in their passport. Just in case this is new to you, if you're applying for a UK visa, you are given the 90 days vignet for you to be able to travel within that 90 days. And you have to make sure you make use of that 90 days window for you to prepare yourself and your family, just in case you applied with your family to move to the UK. The Home Office have said that from the 15th of July, the men applicant for certain visas will only get an e-visa and not the 90 days vignet in their passport. Bear in mind that this is going to take effect from 15th of July, which is next month. This means that following visas will only be issued as e-visas, just as you can see on my screen. Skilled workers, including health and care visa, so they will only be issued as e-visa. Students, including short-term up to 11 months, will only be issued as e-visa. Global talent, temporary workers, youth mobility scheme, dependents and children will still get both a vignet sticker and an e-visa. So which means that if you've got your dependent, they will get the both. Like I said earlier on, if you get your visa approved, you get that 90 days window to travel. And just in case you did not travel, or maybe you're unable to book your flight within that 90 days, that visa is cancelled. Now what happens is, when you use that 90 days window to travel to the UK, you go to the post office which you have filled on your visa to get your BRP. But now, because there is no more BRP, they are saying that the majority of the men applicants will no longer get the 90 days vignet, but we get their e-visa directly. So sponsors must continue to check and record workers' dates of arrival, including for those without vignets, until further notice. Sponsor guidance on helping records for sponsorship can be found on the gov.uk website. So this is basically for sponsors, for everything they need to know regarding the visa for their employees. NHS employers hosted on a webinar on sponsorship responsibilities, where questions were answered by the Home Office and the NHS Business Service Authority. Other updates regarding e-visa include travel concession ended on the 2nd of June 2025, meaning expired biometric resident permits (BRPs) and biometric resident card (BRCs) can no longer be used for travel. So just in case you still hold your BRP or your BRC and you haven't got your e-visa, you can no longer use it as your identity or maybe your visa, just in case you're traveling out and maybe coming into the UK. So you make sure by now you already have your e-visa. People can keep their expired BRPs and BRCs for their personal record and assisting with future immigration applications. Remember, I had always said in my videos that the first visa application I made for UK, I got the form till date. Before I became a British citizen, I already had the form because I had to always cross-check so I don't make any mistake on my visa application or naturalization application. Now, one of the reasons why I said that you should always make sure that you keep your first visa application is to cross-check so you don't make mistakes, such as, let's say, birth date for your parents. Just in case your parents are late, not everybody will remember their parents' birthday, and other information you have filled from your first visa. Now, if you have a different information on your new visa that is contradicting the first one, then your application will be complicated. So just in case you are about to apply for a UK visa, or you have already applied, or you are already on a UK visa, make sure that the first visa you applied for, you still have the form. So just in case you want to extend or for any reason, you can always go back to the form. Even in this publication, they have said BRPs and BRSs, you can keep it for your personal records and assisting with future immigration applications. Now, those with a valid immigration status can also use their BRP as proof of identity up to 18 months beyond the expiry date of the BRP. Please see the identity check standard for further details after it has expired. Now, there was an announcement which I believe that most of my viewers are aware of. I also filmed a video about it, about your e-visa, because that's what the UK is using now. And just in this publication that they've said that from the 15th of July, the main applicant will no longer get the Vignet, but we get the e-visa. So they're actually ruling this out for almost everybody. What workers need to do when their e-visa is granted. The Home Office has shared information regarding what workers need to do, and when their e-visas are granted, follow all the instructions in their decision letter to create a UK VI account. There is a decision letter that comes with your visa approval. Once you get that letter, ensure that you follow all the processes to make sure you create your e-visa account. Because if you don't do that, you won't have access to your e-visa. Follow all the instructions, access their e-visa, and check the details are correct. So once you're able to follow all the processes, ensure you look at the e-visas, check if your date of birth, everything about you is correct. If it's not correct, you can always apply to update it. So, but make sure you do that. You don't want to have an e-visa that does not correspond with your details. So make sure you do that before even applying for any job in the UK. Link their travel document, e.g. passport, to their e-visa before traveling. Guidance can be found on the Gov website. There is nothing you need to know about your visa that is not on the Gov website. Make sure that once you're able to create an account, once you're able to check that everything is correct, the next thing you have to do is to make sure you link your passport to it, which means that you don't even have to be carrying your passport or your BRP to anywhere you're going to, because you already have it as an e-visa. Proof of right to work can only be accessed using a share code. Please see the right to work check standard for further details. Now, there is a way the employers, they actually check if you're eligible to work in the UK. They check your share code to see if it's still active, and that is always valid for up to 3 months. So just in case you get a job and maybe you are illegal, once they check your share code, you will see that it's invalid. But if you're legal in the UK and your share code is checked, you'll see that it's valid, and they will tell the employer the duration of the time. And once you have done that, you don't have to do it again till after 3 months. You can as well share that with a new organization. But I believe and I know that a lot of organizations will still want to do the check on their own without taking the one you've shared with them. So simplifying process. The Home Office has simplified the process for getting an e-visa for people with indefinite leave to remain, which is IRR, who still use an ink stamp or Vignet in their passport to prove their rights. Any individual who does this should make a free no time limit, which is NTA application. This allows them to create a UKVI account. It also allows them to access an e-visa and prove their rights more easily in the future. They can still use their current ink stamp of Vignet to prove their rights, including for travel. At the same time, they can benefit from the added security and convenience of an e-visa. For me, I think that if you're able to create your account to get the e-visa, it makes life very easy for you, because from your phone, you can just prove your right to work. You can show your employer. You can also travel if you want to. You don't need to be carrying everything along with you. So to apply, they will need the document showing indefinite leave to remain and their passport or travel document showing their most recent UK entry. They will be asked if they have been outside the UK for 2 years or more, but don't need to prove evidence of residence. Once approved, they will receive an e-visa and instructions on how to access it in their decision letter or email. Processes have also been made simpler for those who were granted permission to stay in the UK before 1st November 2024, but who don't have valid ID, as they can create their own UK VI account. They no longer need the Home Office to do that for them. If you require any further information regarding e-visa, please contact. I'm definitely leaving the email on the screen. So if you have any questions, send an email to this email address and they will get back to you. But this is just the new changes that will take effect from the 15th of July. So just in case you've received your passport and you did not see any vignette on it, which gives you 90 days entry, just know that it's definitely an e-visa. You just follow the process to create your own account and have access to your e-visa. So don't panic. It takes me back to when people started getting their BRP, their visa decision, and on it states that it's expiring on the 31st of December 2024. Now, a lot of people felt that even if they had 3 years COS, they've curtailed it, but that was when they were ruling out BRP. Just in case you receive your decision later without the vignette for 90 days, just know that it's an e-visa. To follow the instruction on the decision letter and create your account and have access to your e-visa, so don't panic. So guys, this is just the new update and it was recently published, and I thought I should share with you before you receive your visa and start panicking. So we've actually come to the end of today's video, and if you find this video helpful, please do like and share with your friends and loved ones. I'm sure it's going to be helpful to them as well. And also do subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. Until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.